Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Mr. Thomas. It is Labor Day. It is the last day of summer, and so I thought I would just kind of make a quick little welcome video and just kind of start this year off right. My name is Jeff Thomas, and I am the vocal music director of Danville High School. We now have 7 really highly functioning choirs.
Sing we true, that all men may know, lying in a manger lows, lying in a manger lows.
Madrigals is the top performing vocal ensemble. They've done a madrigal dinner at St. James Methodist Church every year for 45 years, and this year will be the first year that we haven't had the madrigal dinner. I will propose a kind of 95% virtual experience for our kids, and we're going to try and see them in person in really small groups. The Madrigals will be recording a holiday album this year virtually. My philosophy in education has never changed. It has always been find a goal, a concrete goal, no matter what obstacle is in front of you, and figure out a way, even creatively, to reach it. Look, yeah, it's going to be a weird year. 2020's kind of thrown us a couple loops. Bees in there being upset. But look, I don't see any reason to slow down now, so let's go get him, and I'm going to go take care of my kid.
So hello to anyone that I have not had the pleasure of meeting yet. My name is William, and I'm the new guy.
I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take.
My name is William Southerland. I guess technically now Dr. William Southerland. I'm still getting used to that one. As many new PhDs do, I wound up applying for like 50 or 60 different positions nationwide, and was really lucky that I got one, and that was Windy City Performing Arts. Windy City has 2 choruses, a tenor bass chorus and a soprano alto chorus. Since 2013, I have just completely fallen in love with the gala chorus movement. Gay and lesbian choruses started in the United States back in the mid to early 70s, specifically with the purpose to create national festivals so that queer choruses can get together and perform for each other and with each other. I feel, and I know that my colleagues feel the same way, we feel an ethical obligation to continue to create community for the people that rely on us, whether we can do that in person or not. No choruses should be rehearsing in person right now. It's just too dangerous. And so in March, it was just a slam to figure out how to do it. I'm a choir director. I'm not a content producer. I'm not a TV broadcaster, right? Like I don't know what I'm doing, but let me tell you, we figured it out really fast. Virtual chorus is magic. There is nothing real about it. It's just magic. It's digital magic. But it's fun. It's a different way of doing things. And it's what we got. So hopefully we can make a really spectacular product that's unique, even though it's maybe not what we normally do. I've been listening to the recordings. They might be the best community chorus I've ever heard. And of course, being vulnerable for a moment, it makes me a little bit nervous because I'm going to have to step up my game.
Good evening, everyone. Are you guys as wonderful as you look? Yes? Okay, that makes me feel good.
I am Dr. Ollie Watts Davis. I am the Suzanne and William Allen Distinguished Professor of Music. I serve as a professor of voice and the music director and conductor of the Black Chorus at the University of Illinois.
Feel the warmth, feel the warmth of my shine. Let it shine.
The students come to Illinois from a variety of places and with a variety of interests, but when they come to Black Chorus, they come for that experience with the students, but they also come for an experience with me. And so my mind started spinning as to how can I continue this, which is something that has been highlighted as a need and something that I provide in a new format. But my goal is to have some lectures online, of course, and then also try to have some face-to-face rehearsals with smaller groups. I'm also finishing up a piece that I'm writing to kind of capture a mindset for healthy thinking during this pandemic. What the pandemic has done for me is allowed me to focus in on a priority that I had in my soul and in my spirit. And that is to not only capture the process that I employ for the work that I do, but also the message that I want the students to receive from me. You know, we're going to miss the times that we come in and just gather and chat and hug and bump and all of that. But these times won't last forever. And I think we'll treasure those embraces even more in the future.
Somebody is not muted, and so you're coming out like 3 beats behind William.
They muted themselves.
Go all the way down, let it rumble a little bit. So we're working only on Let the River Run tonight. So there's my score. And you should be able to see it as I turn pages. Yeah, that'll work just fine.
I'm Beth Bellinger, she, her pronouns. I actually met my partner singing in the choir, and most of my best friends I found through the choir. I am an elementary music teacher.
2, ready, sing!
I so appreciate the talent and the organization it takes to run this kind of organization. We're all on mute, so he can't really provide feedback. He could just lead us.
1, 2, ready, and.
All right, good morning. It's first day of school. It's a beautiful morning, but it's like a ghost town here. It's so weird with no kids, and I gotta get used to my mask fogging up my glasses all the time.
Okay, so basically we're just gonna look at Carol the Bells just a little bit today. We're gonna break into sections, and then we're just gonna talk about bell tones. First off, right here, measure 1 going into measure 4. Okay.
I could have easily graduated in December, but I was like, no, it's my senior year. I'm gonna power through it. I'm gonna do what I love. I'm gonna do all my choir classes, and all my friends are there. So it's a community. It is.
Hey guys, it's Jericho. We just got done with our first day of online classes for Madrigals. We're gonna get our microphones. Everyone's getting a microphone for recording. Those are coming in sometime next week. We'll see how things go.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Well, we are in the choral rehearsal room, and this is our first physical in-person collective, and we're going to make this work. I haven't found a platform that works for me other than being with you, so I'm insisting that we have some time together.
I can only hold the students for a maximum amount of time, which is 30 minutes. Then we have to clear out the space for 30 minutes, and then we can return.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, thank you for moving over. I was going to ask you to do the same so that you wouldn't be behind me. Good evening, everyone, all who are joining us online. It's always good to see your names and to know that you're with us as well.
So my name is Alexis Berry. I'm a sophomore. I live in Park Forest, Illinois right now. At first, I was going to come back because I just felt like I didn't really want to be at home. And I wanted to see my friends because I hadn't seen them since March. But I realized that the coronavirus wasn't getting any better. Black chorus in general has just been different. I just watch them rehearse. I try to learn the songs with them while I'm sitting here. But sometimes you don't always get to do that. You just end up watching them. I actually have never heard of singing mass until I saw them with the rehearsal of singing mass. And I was like, wow, they actually are singing mass out here.
And love, yes, this feels like it's a hindrance, but don't let it be. Communication experts say that The actual words you use are only a small part of your communication. It's your body language. It's your tone of voice. It's your inflection, right? So they're gonna hear your music, they're gonna hear our music, and they're gonna feel our spirit. Okay, we're going to be dismissing for the evening. I hope you enjoyed. Let me hear from you. Did you enjoy our time together tonight?
Yeah.
Like our song?
Yes. Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful.
Stay sheltered in, follow the protocols so that I will see you next week, yes?
Well, we just finished our first real rehearsal. Everybody was really excited to see each other. And everybody was really excited to make music. I don't know how much you can see from my little webcam here, but there's my screen. There's all of you all. And I've got my little keyboard here.
We just had our second rehearsal tonight. The experience is not the same. It's not the same.
It's not the same. I miss it in person so much.
Thank you for coming to the sectional, by the way, and for just, oh my gosh, all your participating so far. It's the weirdest.
You know, the one difficult thing is that people can't hear each other when they're singing.
I really had no idea prior to this all what a nightmare singing virtually would really be.
I am a soprano, so I like the sound of my voice, but you know, it's not the same. I would rather be surrounded by other sopranos.
I mean, in meetings and whatnot, you do see the lag time, but it doesn't really affect things as much as it does in singing. And I think singing Happy Birthday during our first virtual Q session, when we were all unmuted, really hammered that message home.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
dear all the birthday girls.
But, you know, I still go because I love the people, and seeing them through a computer screen isn't the same as seeing them IRL, but I will take it. It's better than nothing, right?
Hey, that last little bit sounded like normal music. Let's go back and do just all of that again from the middle of page 7.
I've got Madrigals here. Say hello, everybody.
Hi.
They're really overwhelmed. I will tell you that. Learning how to just do school completely virtually has been very difficult for some of them. A lot of them really leaned on being in person more than I think they realized.
Literally go from like over the hills and everywhere, and just do that far.
Every now and then he kind of like steps back and he like is like, are you guys doing okay? Like, do we need a mental health day? And we're like, yes. Can we just talk about our feelings for a minute?
This is my journey. Trying to do this assignment that I've been trying to do for freaking 3 weeks.
There is no disconnect for them between going to school, they're sitting in their rooms, and then they have homework at night and they're still sitting there in their rooms.
I started this assignment at 10:30 and it's 11:57 right now, and I'm still not done.
So some of them are sitting in the same spot inside doing schoolwork in front of a computer for like 10 hours.
over the hills and no.
That's right. And that was right.
You know, vocal music is a very different animal than instrumental. When it just comes to the confidence of a teenager doing it.
Over the hills and everywhere.
Yeah, just try not to stop.
I'm just getting scared, man.
I know.
If it sounds bad on an instrument, you can put that thing away, right? There's this like connection to your body and to it. Like if you mess up, it's you.
Over the hills and everywhere.
10 out of 10. Okay, great. Now we just have to have 8 more kids do it just like that.
Seeing people's pets is, frankly, one of the best pluses to having Zoom rehearsal.
Archer wants to join class today. Oh.
This is class, and I can't even take class because my dog won't stop whining. And of course, now you're silent.
You know, we're seeing, unfortunately, COVID cases are going up nationwide right now.
Hey everybody, I just got off a full building call with every single teacher and every single administrator, and apparently there has been quite a spike in our community here in kind of central Illinois, and they are closing the district.
We've already had to decide that we're going to have to stay remote in the spring.
We'll be teaching from home for the next 2 weeks until kind of the first week in November. And so, man, 2020 is just, it is coming for us. Like, being a teacher is not easy right now.
Things are looking pretty rough, but, you know, with the vaccine coming out, hopefully a lot of that will be improved quickly, I hope.
There is purpose in my pain. There's a reason for it all. Not for pleasure, but for gain. To surrender to your call.
So Dr. Davis's song is called For My Good.
Sort of like a hymn, you know, that would address the current situation, find strength from the tradition, which is our hymn tradition, and then have a bit of a contemporary flavor.
The words, just reflecting on the lyrics itself, tells a story. It's a prayer, it's a testimony, it's just a conversation.
There is purpose in my pain. I need to get it out there. This is not comfortable. I need to be honest with myself and with my God. There's meaning behind my living with my friends and family and colleagues during this pandemic. And I am eager, committed to finding that purpose out every day, being present in the pandemic and finding out the purpose for that moment. There is purpose in my pain.
There's a reason for it all.
Not for pleasure, but for gain.
To surrender to your call.
We have the response. For you working all for my good, yeah. Yes, you working all for my good.
She always says this, that she's teaching us transferable skills.
The storm is passing over, the storm is passing, come on.
That everything that she wants to teach us, she wants us to be able to apply it in our other classes, in work, in future, or just to, you know, have it in our pockets.
Encourage your neighbor, come on, lean over.
Take time to learn all that you can and prepare during this time, because when we come out on the other side, and we will come out on the other side, I want for you to be ready for the needs that you're presented with. There will be those who will need what you have mastered during this time of solitary and solitude. There will be those who have questions that you can answer if you prepare yourself now.
Don't you feel better?
Here comes, like, take 1,000 of Go Tell It on the Mountain.
I will say it's taking a lot longer than anybody could have imagined to get stuff recorded.
What I didn't realize was how really frustrating, how tiring, how really grueling this was going to be for the singers.
Trust me, it was a bit of a challenge. It was quite a challenge, and it was something that I didn't realize I'd have to do so many takes over to feel comfortable with.
Take number 27.
This is like my 8 millionth time recording this.
It's fun to sing soprano at Christmas.
How do you, alone in your bedroom, make just as a good of quality, if not better of a sound by yourself than you would if I'm up there in front of you giving you every single downbeat?
I love a good dramatic Christmas song.
At first, I did not like it at all. I thought I sounded like a dying whale. To hear words of a cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, they their sound. Like, there's not anyone around me where I can hear their voice and be like, okay, well, I need to sound more like them. Like, I need to blend.
Yes, I love all the frills, arpeggios and trees.
It was a big ask. It took a lot of their time and a lot of their energy.
And I know it's meant to sing out high and low.
Even though it was a lot of work, they do seem to have really enjoyed the process.
God, stupid son of a...
Go and tell it on the mountain. Sound over the dale telling the...
I thought we were going to get like 8 songs this semester, and I think we'll probably get 2 or 3.
Over the hills and everywhere.
Be quiet, I'm trying to sleep.
Sorry, Mom. Love you.
If there was like a motto I think that teachers had ever, it's like, we'll get it done. You know what I mean? And that's more true now than ever.
How does it feel for me to be singing? You look like
Singing what? People have stepped up. These folks have gone out of their way to make the highest quality work they can possibly do, and I think they're going to be really proud of what they were able to accomplish.
I think I take more time in learning the notes and making sure that I'm doing the best that I can, and then I just send it in and hope for the best.
This would have been the 46th annual Madrigal dinner, and it is really like a big tradition in town. And so there have been people that have been coming to the Madrigal dinner for decades with their families, and not having that is just really weird. It's really weird for a lot of people. And so the fact that Madrigals is putting out some material and still spreading the Christmas cheer has really been uplifting a lot of people in town.
Count the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bring me good cheer. Ding dong, ding dong, God is our song, we join dong carol. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come raising sound, working together. Hearing while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here, ding dong, God is our song, ding dong. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come raising the sound, working together. Hearing while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, ding dong, God is our song. Ding dong, merry Christmas. All on this and all on that. Ding dong, to every dawn.
A lot of the time, when we were able to stand on stage in person and sing to people, we were using our music to serve others and to serve as a form of hope and inspiration and light in other people's lives. And I think what COVID did was COVID allowed us to reach for the message in our music and use our works to inspire ourselves to keep going. Wherever we are, my hope is that we're still able to remain the Black chorus that we've always been.
There is purpose in my pain. There's a reason for it all. Not for pleasure, but for gain. To surrender to your call. In this, that you began the work. Completion is my gift, even though sometimes it hurts.
Hopefully this will be a little nugget, this time period, that we can always point to and say that even though stuff was hard and even though it was difficult, we prevailed.
New Jerusalem.